This is just to complement the image of the third party engaged in that stalking conduct, sitting in the alley behind the U.S.C abandoned building in the middle of the parking lot. It was directly behind me, headlights aimed on me as I was recording the P.O.C. at traffic. And as I stand, third parties sitting at the red light in relevant positions, the state controls the lights. This is how they engage in surrounding with communication devices. This is stalking by a group on behalf of the one entity that is operating this system, that is the state. This third party in the black Lexus license 8DAY500 is what I captured in relevant position at the same time as the plane is flying over, at the same time that the fake sun is engaged in following me down the street directly over me as I captured in the video. And that is just one example of what third parties habitually engage in. This is a pattern by them. This is stalking conduct, no different than if it was engaged in by one person. What I am documenting is this stalking conduct being engaged in by a group. That group is identified as third parties because they are acting in concert pursuant to identical behavioral patterns for a criminal motive. And this third party is sitting with its headlights on, that's light activity, that's in relevant position, that is under the fake sun, that is in concert with the state flying over me with an airplane, which I captured in the video. This is at 11:42 a.m. And that is a picture of what all third parties engage in together. That is P.O.C. and this is July 25th, 2020. Again, I have moved to a different location, and you see the patterns of behavior as they continue, as the state continues to accent all that I document that third parties are engaged in. They are listening to me document. This is the ultimate stalker conduct, the ultimate monitoring conduct by a group that is California. California, filled with stalkers participating in this criminal system, no longer hidden under the guise of anything. This is blatant stalking conduct in conformity to that which I'm documenting. He's literally sitting in the middle of an abandoned parking lot. There's nothing over here, sitting in his car, and then begins movement once I walk toward him, and also documenting his license plate, which they are aware of moment by moment, everything that I'm saying, and literally sitting in the car, engaging in that ongoing POC with a communication device as I'm documenting him right now. This speaks to the ongoing belligerence of third parties, that which they are hostile to documentation, but they are diligent and determined to continue to engage it. This is the ultimate stalker times like 500 million, however many occupants are in the state of California, because everywhere I go, this is the identical behavioral pattern. This is where the state continues to stalk me with airplanes and helicopters everywhere I go, and this is the related conduct that is complementary, engaging in all three elements, which is the absence of any coincidence. It is POC by the people of California. That is, again, license 8DAY Dog Anthony Year 500 POC. That is two helicopters, one stationary directly over Cesar E. Chavez and Alameda, aligned to me in the sky. And that's the black and white helicopter that just continues to fly circles, moving as I move. I have moved from Union Station to Cesar E. Chavez and Alameda. I'm at specifically the 800 block, and this is third party surrounding in traffic. This is systematic POC. You got the sheriffs driving past, crossing path here at the intersection, and in the sky, that's the state literally patrolling. It's flying in circles. It's flying in circles where one is just staying right in the sky, still parallel to me, directly above me as I'm standing on Cesar E. Chavez looking at Alameda. This is fantastic. Like spectacular documentation of a state engaged in criminal conduct. This is that which is designed to be intimidating. What it is literally handing over the most substantive, rich, direct evidence and exposure of a state engaged in targeting American citizens. And it shows you how malicious and how viciously criminal, specifically Los Angeles, is. There is no form, like I was stating before in the video, that would make this legitimate. You've got the fake sun, you have the ongoing presence of the state via helicopter and police and airplanes, as they have demonstrated on more than one occasion. That's why I came more than once. And also the history of my documentation already that exists in Los Angeles, but as of late, within the past week, each time being greeted with the helicopter. Again, that's what I'm saying. This is the POC, and this is speaking to the character of the entity, This is speaking to the character of the state. And what I'm looking at now, let me show you. This is the state controlling the traffic lights. So third parties engaged in intentional relevant positioning, sitting at the red light while a helicopter is circling above them, each and every one representing a communication device. This is systematic monitoring in traffic. This is at Cesar E. Chavez in Alameda. So like I was stating with regard to P.O.C, it is what it sounds like. Havoc. You would think that there was a shooting and a robbery. It's criminal conduct. And it is that by the state remaining over me, circling in the black and white helicopter, remaining over me. The buses engaged, those are commercial third parties engaged in P.O.C. License 1266914. They are armed with cameras engaging in P.O.C. As I am highlighting on their cameras, that which is P.O.C. by the state. And it is that which is beyond what one would ordinarily be able to recognize. You have to understand, though, use of the helicopter and the planes and the exaggerated presence of police is that which is hyperbolic in its form, because the targeted individual is specifically aware and confronting and exposing the P.O.C. And that is why it is at this heightened level. And this is that which they are exploiting real issues such as Black Lives Matter. And that is not what this is. You've got the airplanes flying directly over Union Station. You have helicopters that are remaining directly over me, as I have documented before. The planes that stay directly over me and literally move in stride with me. That's what they're doing, while the other helicopter is patrolling in circles over me as I move. So as I move down towards Cesar Chavez, the helicopter is over there circling. As I move back to Union Station like I am now, he's now circling above me. This has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. It speaks to how disgusting this system is. They are engaged in what is called form. And this is why you stick to the facts. This is why it is important to understand what the elements of P.O.C. are. And this is also that which is people walking around holding up signs, which is also not calling for the presence of any helicopter or any line of police vehicles like they were in the center of the street until the moment I arrived at the corner. And then they engaged in consecutively crossing path with lights on their vehicles, sounding their sirens, and engaging in no emergency, no violence. There is no violent rioting or anything going on like that. This is P.O.C. You saw the helicopter was over the train as I was on the METROLINK arriving, circling over the METROLINK. This is clear targeting conduct having nothing to do with Black Lives Matter, showing how they cared nothing about that, exploiting that, which is a genuine issue. And this is the criminal conduct that they're engaged in. And that is unsuccessful, unpersuasive form where you have a fake sun directly over. And the fake sun is there for purposes of monitoring. This is P.O.C. That's why the fake sun is there. And this is how and why you have to be able to identify the facts, because you are dealing with an entity that is convinced because of its pure numerous character, because there are more of them that they can get away with or engage in some sort of persuasive form. But again, the fake sun, which is not present everywhere that someone goes, that is impossible. That is the truth of what the matter is. And as you hear the helicopter, it's remaining directly above me. The other second helicopter remaining directly above me. I am standing back at Alameda in Los Angeles. This one helicopter remaining aligned to me in the sky, not moving, while the second is patrolling in circles. This has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. This has nothing to do with any form of emergency situation. The only emergency is that I am out here documenting criminal conduct that is occurring in a state system. It's called P.O.C. for monitoring in the state of California. It is 6:48 p.m. And this has been the documentation as I am merely at the Los Angeles and Alameda intersection, where third parties are acting in concert with the state, where the state has made its presence known, engaging in that criminal conduct at the arrival, sounding the sirens, mind you, on the METROLINK train, positioned right outside on Alameda with the lights on. That's creating light activity in the center of the street, and then crossing path as I walk out. Merely just a cross path as the helicopter engaged in systematic flight over and over and over above and staying directly above me. That's the helicopter that's remaining where I am. Okay, so let's be clear. This has absolutely nothing to do with Black Lives Matter, at all. Just like it has nothing to do with it in Ontario every other day when helicopters are doing the exact same thing. when the police are doing the exact same thing. The city of Dark Angels, which is where I'm at, Los Angeles, they're giving an exhibit of how they like to engage in criminal conduct and have it posted on the internet about them, because that's what this is, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It is P.O.C. All three elements are present. ILA, impossible light activity in the form of the fake sun. That is directly over the intersection as I captured. Also directly on the train through the window next to my seat, while the helicopters are engaging in flight over the train outside where I onboarded the METROLINK bus. This is P.O.C. in and out. That's audible activity. That's ongoing surrounding of relevant positioning by third parties and state alike, creating consistent audible activity through the sound of the helicopter and the state using police sirens. That is P.O.C. That is the P.O.C. for monitoring. This is also that which they engage in by stalking. They represent the same entity that is practicing the same conduct. And that is how it is: stalking, harassment, and monitoring. And third-party aspect is very simple. This is the perfect picture of it. Remaining present, stalking, creating a universal form of activity while they just engage in patrolling as a group. This is a monitoring system in California. It is 6:51 p.m. And I just want you to hear how the helicopter remains directly above me. That's P.O.C. At the intersection of Los Angeles and Alameda in Los Angeles, California, getting on the MetroLink, a third party engaged in the P.O.C. and false imprisonment. In doing so as well, while the fake sun is aimed through its window onto my person, onto my property, onto my through the window of, that's not a coincidence, and locking me inside. That is that which will be dealt with legally upon exposure of the entirety of the system, where the state is a stalker, where the state is the criminal. You do not have the resort of going to the police or suing in court as the criminal judges, Judge Garza, Appaloo, Rogan, Brody, Faherty, who's not even a judge, conducting herself as though violating my rights in doing so, demonstrate this over and over again. This is a corrupt system. This is a mere matter of documentation, and they will be liable for that as well. False imprisonment upon engaging in the criminal motive of monitoring me in concert with the state that was following me the entire time with the fake sun, following the entire time with helicopters and airplanes, which is a matter of documentation. That's P.O.C. That is 1, 2, 3 helicopters and the sound of sirens. 1, 2, 3, 4 helicopters and the sound of sirens. And again, the helicopter is still patrolling over these skyscrapers that I'm looking at as I'm standing at track 6, B as in boy, preparing to go back eastbound. And this is them surrounding the train, sounding sirens. This is audible activity. This is stalking and surveillance by the state. This is the fake sun that is also still over here off of Alameda. This is the complete system in operation as I come to a different county. This is that which I have already established, but it is even that much more confirmed. The ongoing system, and every third party, irrespective of their job, irrespective of their uniform, their status, are in relevant position with communication devices, where the state is aiming a fake sun on their property, on their business, on their person, in that environment. That is P.O.C., and there is no exception. Where the state is engaging in circling over that area with helicopters and airplanes, this is the totality of that system. This includes the courthouses and the police stations and the city halls where P.O.C. was underway. That is P.O.C. It is 7:29 p.m. Just listen. Commercial plane flying over the Metrolink train, black and white helicopter. Another small white plane on the opposite side. The another black and white helicopter is literally flying around the building. It's flying in circles. And then the same conduct of the airplane remaining stationary, still in alignment to me as I'm standing here on the tracks. This is stalking by the state, right? This is where you sue the state, a public entity, as opposed to an individual. This is the state engaging in stalking conduct. And they are stalking because they are engaged in monitoring. You have to stalk when you are monitoring 24 hours a day. And this is my documentation of that conduct in a totally different county where the same exact elements are present, the same identical behavioral patterns. And Los Angeles County engaged in a highly terroristic form of that P.O.C. This is to be exposed about Los Angeles in particular. In addition to METROLINK, that engaging in false imprisonment. This is collateral to their engagement of P.O.C. on the train, facilitating the state's criminal system. This is, as I'm getting on the train, it's 7:30 p.m. That is sirens, 4 helicopters, and 2 airplanes as I am walking up to track 6B. It's 7:30 p.m. That's P.O.C. in Los Angeles, California.